Hi everybody, Tony Scelzo at the Bob. I want to talk to you about a very simple concept that we teach every day, and that is if you become a leader, you can grow your business. And the way we shape that is called the chair development process. And a lot of times people really don't understand the bridge between becoming a leader and what it's going to do to grow your business. It's really tied into what we call the law of permission. The law of permission is pretty simple. If you want to build a tribe, if you go out and build a tribe, that is the fastest way you can enable yourself to create clients without even working. The problem with it is front end loaded. You got to put a lot of front end loaded work into it. And what it usually takes in the chair business development role is that you've got to go build a power team of 20 people, an action board as we call it, of 20 people that are out there marketing and selling each other like it's their job. It's tough to get people to commit at that level. It's tough to get them to believe into something that's bigger than themselves, to do something that has early benefits that are small but lagging benefits that are great. But if you can get them through that phases, if you can get them over that hurdle like most leaders have that tough time doing, what happens is you earn the right to get an event. And once you get that event, you're following the people. You have reached the first level of permission. You have a great group of people that are following you. And that is the first level of permission for any leader and for any really market development, anybody who's in the game of market development. So what happens at the event is you start to get more visible to more people, and you gain permission with them. They come into your database. Out of that event, you now have the right, because of what you've done in the market and the community, what you've done to build that area, you've got the right now to add those people to your database. You got the right to call them on the phone because of what they've seen you do for that community, what you've seen, what they've heard you do for the other businesses that are in the organization. Because you can get them in your calendar, you can talk to them about what you do, what you can do to help them, and you become more visible in their mind. So if you're out there selling web development, you suddenly go up in their mind when it comes to web development. Now, you haven't cashed that out. You haven't made any sales, but you're gaining more permission to create a new relationship with them. From that, you become more credible. You get microphone time because we put you in front of the room with 45, 50 people. Anybody who's got a microphone, just like anybody who's written a book, suddenly becomes more credible in everybody's mind. Not necessarily earned, but that's the way it is. That's the way we perceive the world. Once you get to there, and you've done a good job of being what we call a chaired leader, and you've grown those businesses, you get to the level of expert. You get a perceived level of being an expert that goes beyond what you sell. Because people want to meet people that know how to grow their business, even if they're selling them something that has nothing to do with their product or service. They want to exchange ideas. They want to learn how those people think. They want to gain access to the context that person has. So they give you opportunities to have face-to-face meetings. And that is a huge, huge challenge for a lot of us as salespeople. So it makes sense to take on this role in order to earn greater permission with everybody there. That allows you to ask for more referrals and connections just because you become that business leader. Now, once you get through this process and do it long enough, you get enough face-to-face meetings with people where, God forbid, you can ask for money. And that's really what we're all here for. We join Rainmakers to grow our business. We just so happen to become a leader as we go through the process. And you're able to create more referrals and connections for the people in your power circle because you've taken on this role of becoming a leader. Now, once you get down that process and you've gone out there and built some businesses for other people, you've got the right to become referable. Because once you can refer somebody's business, once you can do that consistently, they want to refer you back, and you can ask them for the referral. That's a very high level of permission to gain in access of people's minds. Now, from that, you become a partner mentor. They're asking you for advice. Once you start advising people strategically, you're able to do more for them, and you're able to feed more businesses externally from you, which then gain you more permission with them to create even further relationships, but you have to engage in the process. After that, if you do that long enough, 5 to 6 months, maybe even a year, people will go out and they will evangelize your brand. They will work beyond you. And then once people start evangelizing you, people who don't even know you start walking up to you and want to do business with you. And that's what we really want to have happen for our chairs, for our leaders, for our rainmakers. We teach a process. It's not easy, but it is simple. You got to put the work on the front end. If you're willing to do it, we can make you a leader. We can make you a market leader. That's what we do.